to hear about people that I'd never heard of. It felt fascinating.
I've worked for Hitachi for 9 years now. When I woke up there in the morning, I think my dad and my granddad would be really proud. With celebrating Railway 200, the opportunity arose for me to find out a little bit more about my family background in the rail industry. I would like to see how deep the roots go. Since we started this, it has brought my family back to life because father's passed away and obviously my granddad no longer with us. This one's my dad, Graham Hurst, working at Doncaster plant. This one is of my granddad, George Hurst, driving a steam train. It's a fantastic photograph. I think it's going to be quite emotional as well for me. It's become exciting and my family are interested as well as to what their lives were like on the railway. It might go even further back, our family history, but that's as far back as I can go. So I'm here today to see the genealogist to find out a little bit more about my family's history.
Hi Mark,
Hi Deborah.
I'm Deborah.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah,
I'm
you
from the
too.
genealogist. We've been doing some research into your railway ancestors. I know you know about your father and his role in the rail. We've traced our way back to see how many other relatives you have that were working in the railway. Shall we start with something you do know?
Yes.
And we'll work our way back from that. As we say, you know your grandfather's name was George Hurst. Do you know your grandmother's name?
Yes, Selina.
Selina. This is the master search on the genealogist. This is where all your family history always begins. Now, I know your ancestors come from Yorkshire.
Yeah.
So we're going to look on this Yorkshire record. So you can see here, if you click this button, it's going to bring up the whole record. George is living with Selina's side of the family. That's her parents. You see his occupation?
Oh, there's a cleaner on the railway.
Yeah, yeah. You've seen pictures of him on a train and then
Train driver, yeah. But I didn't know he was a cleaner.
Yeah, that's a job where you're cleaning the actual locomotive. Very greasy, very sooty job. Has very long hours, so 10, 12, 14-hour days.
Really?
Yeah.
Quite
really
a tiring job, 14 hours.
Yeah,
Cleaning a train.
And mucky beyond
Yeah.
as well. All that soot as well gets to your lungs. So the 1911 census, these were forms filled out by the head of each household.
Yeah, there
So-
is.
We can bring up that record. And with census records, actually, it's quite nice to see the documents. So George, he was only 1 month old in the 1911 census. You see his father, John William Hurst. You see his age is
25. Yeah, great granddad.
He was a railway stoker to run up the ladder from a cleaner. He's obviously trying to progress his career to become the gold standard engine driver.
That is interesting. I had no idea about that. That's a good bit of information.
And you've got the signature of John as well.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
That looks like my signature. That's very strange.
So this is him in 1911. Well, I thought we could look for John in the 1939 register. You can see their engine man there.
Oh, he's managed to get to his
He's got
peak
it.
then. He's got it.
He's got his peak, yeah.
He has.
You've got yourself working in rail. Your father was working in the rail. Your grandfather George was working in the rail. And now your great-grandfather.
And my son actually as well.
And your son.
My
So
son works here.
Really?
Yeah.
So you've got 5 generations
Yes,
of the
5
rails.
generations, yeah.
So now we've gone through all the Hursts and the rails, I thought it'd be interesting to see other relatives that we can find. So I started looking at direct ancestors first. This is a record from the 1881 census, so we're going back further. Does this surname ring a bell at all?
Andrew Nettleton? No.
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 Okay, so Selina's mother was Lily, and Lily's father was Andrew Littleton.
Really?
You're talking about 5 generations back, and can you see his profession?
Yeah. A railway.
So railway, you're right, and then servant. It's a generic term for an occupation on the railway, so he could be doing a mix of different jobs. I've got him in the 1901 census. Can you just see this tiny bit here?
Driver.
Driver, yeah, at the age of 41.
And where was he living then? Was it Wath Road?
That's it. So,
I lived on Wath Road. Gosh, that's a small world then.
It
We
is.
lived on the same road for a long time.
I thought I'd show you an interesting extra record, just to show you something a bit different within the rail. So this was an interesting and unusual occupation here. So Can you see the name here is
Is that George
George? Yeah.
Spade?
So this is one of your early rail relatives. Your great-great-grandfather, George Spade. Born in 1809, he saw the heyday of the rail. So in 1825, the first passenger train, and he was 16. But we see him much later here as age 62, still working away. You can see what his occupation is.
Painter.
Exactly. Actually painting the locomotives.
What a variety of jobs.
Exactly. These are your direct ancestors. You've got your grandfather George, your great-grandfather John.
Yes.
So we've also got great aunts and uncles.
That's fantastic.
So you've inherited this rail enthusiasm
Yeah.
and all these other generations.
It's in our blood,
It is in
basically.
your blood.
It is. More than I imagined. Thank you. To hear about people that I'd never heard of, and to think that so many people had been in the railway industry was amazing. Makes me feel like I've got roots in this place, to be honest. It's a sense of belonging that I feel quite strongly, and that I'm actually carrying on the legacy. It's a really good feeling.